Hi there, I'm Stevie Fernandez.
And I'm Trish Whitmer. We're excited to have you here again for another episode of Explore Tulsa. Now, Stevie, do you remember your first fishing rod and reel?
I sure do. It was 1982, a Mickey Mouse Zebco rod and reel.
Wait, weren't you in college then and a little old for a kid's rod and reel?
I used mine on campus. I'd put a $20 bill on the end of the line and reel it in when someone tried to pick it up.
Well, that's a good fishing story, but the best comes from right here in Tulsa at the Zebco home office.
The name Zebco is short for Zero Hour Bomb Company. In '49, it was a bomb company that made a few fishing reels on the side. And by the time you get to the mid-50s, it was a fishing reel company that made a few bombs on the side. In 1956, somebody finds out that Dwight Eisenhower likes to fish. Everybody's salivating at the thought of a photograph of the commander-in-chief holding our product. So they shoved one in a box, send it off to the White House. The problem was the return label still said Zero Hour Bomb Company on it. So the guy in the mailroom, "It's a bomb!" Splash, call the bomb squad. Yeah, right after that, the name changes to Zebco. So R.D. Hull came up with the closed face reel. He went to the butcher shop one day. It's, as far as we know, a true story. And in 1948, the clerk is wrapping in butcher paper his order and grabs some line off a fixed spool and ties it up. And R.D. looks at the spool and goes, "You know, if I design a fishing reel that does that, it'll never make a knot in the line." So he goes home and, just like anyone else would have, nails a Folgers coffee can lid to a piece of scrap plywood. And somebody says, "Well, you should go over to your watchmaker. You should go to the bomb company." R.D. says, "Well, maybe I've got something for you." And he shows them the coffee can lid. And they said, "That's a fine idea. Come back when you have a fishing reel." So he comes back a month later with a fishing reel that's inside a beer can. Anybody can do this. The picture of the guy with the monkey, and the monkey can cast. So instead of just the man going fishing on the weekend, it's the whole family. And that's the really huge change that R.D. Hull made to fishing. The reels were always called Zebco, although the first reel, the standard, if you turn it over and look at the stamp on the bottom of the foot, it says Zero Hour Bomb Company. It was at Getz and the Carter brothers would sell these things anywhere they were. I mean, on street corners, for heaven's sakes. And what they do is set up a great big, like, vinyl mat with a target on it, and you cast at this thing. The casting plug hits it, no backlash, see? Anybody can do this. What most people don't realize is that reel was $17.50 in 1949. And if you look at the present value of money, that's a $175 reel today. Well, the buzz was, they're great. You should be using these. They don't break. They don't give you a problem. So when you go to the lake, you concentrate on the fish, not the tackle. And that's the real key to it all. Certain kinds of fishing tackle, like these, you're going to spend possibly a considerable amount of time dealing with this instead of the fish. And that's why you're at the lake, isn't it, for the fish? By the time you get to about 1960, you could buy them at Sears. You know, places like that too. The Carter brothers would sell these things to anybody and everybody. That was their mission as sales reps. In 1969, in this building, we made 7,200,000 reels, all by hand. We got good at this stuff.